My eyes struggle to open. My eyelids feel heavy and unresponsive. No, my whole body feels that way. My throat feels scratchy, hot, and uncomfortable. Somehow I feel like I'm hot and cold at the same time. I feel as if I had someone sitting on my chest. No matter how much I want to move, my body does not budge. All I can hear is the sound of a ticking clock. Slowly, I can feel my consciousness returning. Once my eyes get adjusted to the brightness, I begin to look around. At least my body can move again. Wait, is this my room? How did I even get here? The last thing I remember is being in the bathroom. I felt really sick and... my whole body hurts. As I'm adjusting myself on the bed, I feel something heavy on top of my thigh. What? I look down and... Just Shoichi? I see Shoichi sitting on a chair, hunched over the bed, peacefully sleeping. He's using my leg as a pillow of some sort, breathing slowly and deeply. When did he get here? He begins to shift, being stirred awake by my sudden movement and noise. His eyes blink sluggishly. His mouth opens in a comically large fashion as he yawns, sitting up on his chair and lazily rubbing his eyes. Yuichi. Yuichi? You're awake. How are you feeling? Like I fought one round too many with an angry badger or something. What are you doing here? I shuffle around in my bed, and at that moment, I realize something's missing. I do not feel the familiar sensation of fabric against my fur. I look down underneath the blanket and... What? Did you take my clothes off? Yeah, sorry about that. You were covered in vomit when I found you, so I don't think you wanted to keep wearing those clothes. I gave you a quick rinse and got you back into bed. I also put your clothes in the washing machine. Oh. Sorry for the trouble. Do you have any idea what happened to me? Shuichi gets up from his chair, stretching his back and yawning. How long has he been out? Has he been out for? You didn't show up for class today. I tried to give you a call around 10, but you weren't answering either, so I decided to drop by and check up on you. I hope you don't mind that I used your spare key, by the way. I don't. What else happened? I found you collapsed in the bathroom. You were looking awfully pale and I didn't really know what to do, so I cleaned up after you and dragged you to bed. My memory is really fuzzy. I don't remember much of what happened after I came home. I seem to recall feeling sick, and there was a lot of puking involved. I remember my legs being so weak that I couldn't stand. I'm sorry. Huh? What about? I got a call from Bunta-san, the owner of the food stand we went to yesterday. He called me to check up on my friend after he found out his new supplier sent him a shipment of bad shrimps. That's why I decided to drop by when you didn't show up this morning. So, really, this is all my fault. If I hadn't taken you there yesterday, you'd have been fine. I'm sorry. No, you don't have to apologize. I'm fine. Look. I get up from the bed, jumping back on my Huh? Hey! It all went by so fast that my mind only registers it afterwards. My legs failed as soon as I tried to put my weight on them, and I fell. Shuichi reacted fast and grabbed me before I could hit the floor. Shuichi falls to his knees as he grabs me, my face landing squarely on his chest. Yuichi, are you okay? Jeez, don't be so reckless. You're obviously not okay. You're burning with a fever, for God's sake. My mind doesn't really register his words right away. I try pushing away from him, but can't put any force in my arms. My body struggles to even move. Huh? What? Why can't I? I told you to calm down. You're weak and severely dehydrated. When was the last time you had a drink? Last night at the food cart? Damn, that long ago? We need to get you some food and water in you ASAP. Hang on, I'll go grab you a glass of water. Shuichi grabs me tightly and tries to move me back to the bed. Once his hand touches my stomach, my whole body attempts to pull back, making me yelp in pain. Sorry, just bear it for now, okay? Once he's sure that I'm safely tucked into the bed, Shuichi gets up. I'll be right back, okay? Please stay still while I'm away. I've never been one to listen to orders before. I try moving around a bit, but my body refuses to do as it's told. I can't even hold a tight grip. Before I even have time to miss him, Shuichi is already back. God, he was so fast. Did he run all the way here? Here you go. Just make sure to... I immediately snatch the water glass from his hand. Just looking at it makes me realize how thirsty I am. Wait! My entire vision goes dark for a second. A wave of nausea hits me instantly. My stomach begins to churn. Use this. Shuichi puts a small bucket in front of my face. I grab it tightly as the water I just drank is violently rejected by my stomach. Yuck. I was going to tell you to pace yourself, but you really were in a rush, huh? Your stomach is really upset right now. You have to take it easy so it can have time to adjust. Sorry. Don't worry about it. I'll go, empty the bucket and get you another glass of water. Be right back. Just as he gets up to leave, I notice a stain has gotten on the cuffs of his uniform. Shuichi. He looks down at the spot I'm staring at. Oh, this? Don't worry about it. I'll wash it once I get home. And once again, I'm all by myself. Only now do I realize the sun rays hitting the drapes of my bedroom. Wait, it can't be that late already, can it? I look around for a bit and find my phone on top of my dresser, next to my bed. I pick it up and check the time. 13:22. And he said he left class to check on me. That means he's been here for quite a few hours already. And he spent all this time taking care of me? God, I can't believe he went through all this to take care of me. A wave of guilt assaults me. I put the phone down and try getting up again. Even though he told me not to, I just can't stand lying in bed like this. My stomach begins to cramp and my legs try to resist me at every step. They start shivering uncontrollably and I fear I might collapse. No, if I keep going like this and fall, Shuichi wouldn't be here to catch me like last time. I could get really hurt. Plus, I can't bear to trouble him any further. I'll just do as he says and rest, even if it bothers me. I let myself fall back into bed and take a deep breath. For the time being, I guess there's nothing for me to do but wait. Shuichi emerges from the door once again, another glass of water in his hand. You got changed? As luck would have it, I decided to pack some extra clean clothes today since I wouldn't be having volleyball practice. Big coincidence, huh? Well, not that it matters now. Here's your water. Just go slow this time. Take it half a sip at a time if you can. You don't have to stare at the water like that, you know. It's not gonna hurt you or anything. But what if I react the same way as last time? Just so we're clear, you haven't poisoned this, right? Just drink the damn water already before I force it down your throat. Alright, calm thyself. I place the tip of the glass on my lips and let some water run down my mouth. Oh, man, I so want to drink this whole thing already. but I can't keep causing trouble for Shuichi, and I'm sure he wouldn't like to get puked on again. No buckets this time? You're not gonna throw up. How do you know that? I had to care for Hitoka when we were kids, and my parents were out of town. Mom gave me a bunch of instructions on how to treat food poisoning over the phone. I never forgot them. I guess that's a pretty decent perk to having a trained nurse for a mother. Yep. I know you're supposed to start taking liquids very slowly so your stomach can get used to ingesting stuff again. Then, once you can take a glass of water without throwing up, I'll get you some soup so you can actually have some nutrients in you. Well, I guess I could do worse than water and convenience store soup. You seem to be plenty prepared for this. Yeah, well, I had some time while I was waiting for you to wake up, so I went out and bought some ingredients for the soup. Wait. Ingredients? He's not talking about making it from scratch, is he? Please, God, tell me it ain't so. Before I can vocalize my doubts, Shoichi's entire body relaxes. He basically throws himself down on the chair he placed next to my bed. Are you alright? Oh, yeah, sorry. I'm just a little tired. I stayed up pretty late working on stuff for the council. You're going to work yourself to death if you keep this up. I'll be fine. You don't have to worry about me. Really? You're going to say that after that whole conversation we had yesterday? And here I thought he had taken my advice to heart. I promise, if it gets to be too much, I'll say something, okay? It's just that I honestly don't think it's too bad right now. I still have a reduced workload. I was just making up for some delays I had yesterday. These delays wouldn't happen to be because you took me out yesterday instead of going home to work, would they? Well... kinda. I should have said no to his offer yesterday. It would have been better for the both of us. So, Doc, what course of treatment do you have in mind for me? Really? Doc? Hey, you're the one in charge of treating me, aren't you? True enough. We're not going to do anything too fancy. Just plenty of fluids and rest. That's it? What a quack. I knew I should have had gone to a real doctor. Oh, I can set that up if you want. Yeah, I'll drag you back to the bathroom floor and I'll leave you lying there without your phone. Then you can feel free to call a real doctor. How can you say something so terrifying with that look on your face? Well, on second thought, that's what I thought. Well, now it's just a matter of being patient. You'll keep drinking little sips of water every couple of minutes for a while until your stomach gets better. Aye, aye, Captain. Now it's Captain? Make up your mind already. Despite the burning sensation in my throat, the painful feeling in my stomach, and overall weakness, I'm having a surprisingly good time. It's been so long since Shuichi and I had an entire day just to ourselves without worrying about anything else. It feels good to talk to him for a long time, like we used to when we were kids. Although, it was still embarrassing to have him dress me up. I don't know what was worse, being only in my boxer briefs or having someone you've known for over a decade play dress up with your body. Just then, our attention is snapped towards the echoing sound of the doorbell. Someone's here? That's weird. Oh, that's right. I sent everyone a message after I found you. I told them you were sick and that I was taking care of you. Jun-kun and Urushihara said they'd come by after class. Oh, and Saya-chan asked me to tell you she couldn't make it because she has a shift today. She told me to apologize on her behalf. What? It's really no trouble. Really. I'm surprised everyone would go out of their way like this to come and see me. What are you talking about? You're our friend. What did you expect us to do? Jesus, now they're pounding on the door. I better go let them in before Urushihara breaks your door down. After about a minute or two, I start to hear the sound of voices downstairs. Then I hear as they approach, first coming up the stairs, and all three of them emerge from the doorway. June and Shuichi seem to be excitedly chatting amongst themselves. Meanwhile, Keisuke ignores the two and walks up to me. Hey, how are you doing? After Keikun approaches, June seems to be reminded of the fact that I'm sick on the bed, as he suddenly turns to look at me. Yeah, how are you feeling? Well, I can't even stand. My throat is on fire, I haven't eaten anything since last night, and everything I do eat ends up coming back out, so, you know. All in all, can't complain. Talk about optimism. So Arata's caring for you all morning then? Pretty much. I guess I passed out at some point during the night. Shuichi found me on the floor and brought me back to bed. What? He managed to lift you? How strong is he? Scientists are still trying to figure that one out. Horror, very funny. June's laughter is all it takes to lift the mood. Soon enough, we're all laughing together at a silly little joke. Well, either way, Yuichi seems to be doing much better. At least he's not throwing up anymore. Yuck. I didn't need to know that. He has food poisoning. What did you expect him to be doing? Baking a cake? I don't know. I didn't think about it. Well, not thinking about stuff is kind of your forte, so I expected this much. And by the way, did anything happen at class today, June? Oh, that's right! After Sho-san told me you wouldn't be showing up today, I decided to take some notes for you. That way you wouldn't miss much. He pulls out a couple of notebooks from his bag. I have the pages marked with some paper. I take one of the notebooks he hands me. Ah, thanks, you didn't have to. This is a bunch of incomprehensible scribbles. Is that a drawing? You really didn't have to. Oh boy. I need an advanced linguistics degree to translate all this stuff. It's no problem. I thought you might need some of... Bleh. I thought you might need these later to study. The teacher said these would be in our midterms. Oh god, midterms. Whilst June is standing there, beaming with pride, I see Keikun flashing me a compassionate look. I spoke to a few upperclassmen from the club and asked them to take notes too. I've compiled all the relevant stuff here for you. He hands a bunch of folders. Wait, are each of these folders separated for individual fields of study? And they're color-coded? But Keisuke-san, I've already given him my notes. I know, but it doesn't hurt to be thorough, right? I guess not. Keisuke winks at me. I feel like I should hug you. I start going through the notes, giving them a cursory glance. Wow, these are thorough. There's a whole chapter on integration and advanced calculus. This is college prep stuff. I don't even study this yet. Yeah, I like to be thorough. I didn't know how much of this stuff you already had, so I got all the info I could. There's no way you did all this between the end of class and getting to my house. I worked on a lot of it during a particularly boring history class. No biggie. I can't imagine an honor student like Keikun doing something like this in the middle of class. Thanks a lot, Keikun. Hey! And June? I swear, he's so easy to please. I brought a couple more chairs. Suddenly, Shuichi emerges from the doorway holding 2 chairs in his arms and starts setting them next to my bed. I didn't even notice you leaving. That's because I didn't want to interrupt the conversation. It seemed like you guys were talking about important stuff. Speaking of important stuff, Coach asked me to pass on a message. He said once practice starts again, he has a new training menu he wants you to try. It's about time, really. The training menu I'm using right now is from back when I was in middle school. Yeah, he hasn't really altered yours at all, which is weird because Mizoguchi-san and I both had ours changed quite a few times since I joined. He's just being lazy as usual. I don't really think so. He might come off as lazy, but he does have a pretty sharp eye for this sort of thing. I guess he just didn't think there was a training menu better suited for you before. Doesn't really sound like Coach. Nah, I'm sure Urushihara's right. How would you know? Mikado-sensei had to fill in for our coach when he got sick last year. Even though he always looked like he was slacking off, whenever we started practicing, he had this very sharp look in his eyes, as if he was watching for every minor detail. He gave us all a very complete evaluation later. We were actually overwhelmed. Sheesh, how did your coach react when he saw it? Threw a fit over Mikado-sensei, over how Mikado-sensei wasn't allowed to alter our training menu. And then 1 month later gave us the exact same training menu saying he thought of a better menu for us. Now that's someone I wouldn't trust to handle my training. Oh, that's not even the worst part. What is? The team believed it. Keikun face palms. So, yeah. I'll give you my coach if you give me yours. Yeah, on second thought, I think I'll hold on to him. Good call. Oh, I just remembered. Shouldn't you be practicing for your competition, June? What? Yeah, no, it's fine. I had to take a break today anyway. What happened? Nothing much. I just think it's better if I take a little break. I wasn't getting anywhere, and this might give me some fresh perspective. I sense that something fishy's going on. What? No, there's nothing fishy going on. Nothing's going on. Just change the subject. All right, calm down. You must really not want to talk about it if you started chattering like a crazy person. What? I didn't. You repeated the same thing 3 times. All right, guys, give him a break. I can almost see smoke coming out of his hand. Keikun and Shuichi both laugh as June hangs from his seat, pouting. Calm down, June. We're just teasing you a bit. I don't think I like this teasing. Hey, before you joined the group, I was the one getting teased. Oh, yeah? How was that like? Hell. That's not encouraging. Good. It wasn't meant to be. All right, Keikun. Seriously, give him a break. Why? You never came to my rescue when I was getting teased relentlessly by Mizoguchi-san and Urata? Yeah. But you're sassy by nature, and they were only giving back what you dished out. June is far too pure for that. Why do I feel like that wasn't a compliment? Because it really, really wasn't. Hey, I didn't mean anything bad by it. You didn't mean anything good either. All right, let's just change the subject, okay? Sure. What else would you like to talk about? Actually, I'm still a little sketchy as to how Yuichi-san got sick. From the corner of my eyes, I can see Shoichi's ears folding over his head. Actually, that one was my fault. I took him to a food joint in the old shopping district, and he got sick from some iffy seafood. Seriously? Someone should report that place to the health department. It's not the diner's fault. He told me that was his first day with a new supplier. It was a screw-up on their part. Still, a reputable restaurant is supposed to do rigorous checking on all produce and meats that they sell. It's a matter of public health. Not everyone can afford to check every single thing. That's a very simple diner run by one guy alone. And his cleaning standards are already top-notch. All right, fine. I'm sorry I mentioned it. I'm actually surprised that you care about that. I saw you eating yakisoba bread from the school cafeteria today. That's not exactly the cleanest place I've ever seen preparing food. I didn't have time to pack a lunchbox yesterday. Desperate times call for desperate measures. I'd hardly call that a desperate time. The measure, on the other hand. All right, you know what? Let's just change the subject. I think we've spent more time asking to change the subject than we did actually discussing a subject. Do you want us to get back to teasing you? No thanks! The hours pass by quickly as the four of us chat about all sorts of things. Video games, hobbies, music, daily happenings. It's good to be able to sit down and just enjoy some extra time with my friends, even if it's at the cost of my health. Although I could certainly do without Shuichi's constant reminders about needing to take one more sip. After 2 hours of this, I'm about ready to smash that glass into his face. Yeah, and I was told that if I didn't get it done by the end of the month, I'd... Oh, Yuichi, it's time for one more sip of water. Shuichi, I swear to God, can't you at least wait until I'm done talking? You do know he's doing it on purpose to annoy you, right? You reacting like this is just giving him more reasons to do it. See, even Jun-kun got it. Hey! I meant it as a compliment. No, you didn't. Okay. Don't just buy it that easily. You know, Shuichi, you really ought to... Yuichi, the water. Let me finish a sentence, or so help me God. What? You'll try to get up from the bed? Sure. Let me watch you fall face first to the floor. Damn it. I think I should get started on that soup. You guys will have to excuse me. I have to go downstairs to cook. Kei-kun visibly arches upon hearing that. my condolences. Hey, I'm a good cook. Sure you are. And I'm a rock star. Kobayashi is a renowned athlete, and also pigs can fly. What? Yuichi likes my cooking, right, Yuichi? Kei-kun leans close to my ear. Blink twice if you need help. I heard that. Good for you. That means you haven't gone deaf yet. You know what? I'll show you. I'll make the best soup you've ever had, and I'll make you beg for forgiveness. Oh, wow. I didn't realize we were doing stand-up comedy. Shuichi leaves the room, huffing in a fit. Seriously, blink twice if you need any help. I didn't need it before. Now that you've made him angry, it'll be 10 times worse. Jun tries to chime in on the conversation. It can't be that bad, right? You guys are just kidding, right? Have you ever tried Mystery Food X? Is that a reference to the... Oh. Jun swallows audibly. Well, I'd love to stay and have some of that soup, but... Actually, who am I kidding? I'm gonna get as far away from that thing as I can. What? You poked a hornet's nest and now you're gonna throw me under the bus? I'm gonna throw you so hard you won't even have time to see the bus coming. I think I should go too. I have, things that I need to do. You're fleeing from Mystery Food X too, aren't you? Yes. Oh, come on. Well, no offense, Yuichi-san, but I saw Urushihara-san eating the cafeteria's yakisoba bread today. If he can eat that and then say that this is disgusting, then I really don't want to try it. And if Shuichi-san comes back and sees Urushihara gone, he might try to have me eat in his place. Well, our cafeteria's yakisoba bread isn't that bad. Would you eat it? Not in a million years. See? Fine. Leave me to my suffering. Hey, at least there's a bright side. Which is? Arata's food might kill you, and then you don't have to worry about your food poisoning. Yeah. Keikun gets up from his chair, grabbing his backpack and putting it around his shoulders. Anyway, it's been fun. Now I'm gonna flee before my life is forfeit. Good luck on your future endeavors. Bye, turncoats. Bye! I have awful friends. Hey, where is everyone? They said they had something to do and left. Oh, man. And I was looking forward to getting rid of that smug look on Urushihara's face. Well, he wouldn't be able to be smug when he's dead, so you've got that right. Shuichi sets the tray down on my nightstand and shrugs. Oh well, more for you, I guess. Oh, yay! Shuichi hands me a plate. It has an acrid, bitter smell. It takes a lot not to gag on the spot. I hope you like it. I tried to make it as nutritious as possible. What did you put in this? Let's see. There's onions, potatoes, scallions, tomatoes, carrots, soy milk, sea slug, zucchini. Wait. Back up a bit. What did you just say? Zucchini? No, the thing before that. Oh, you mean the sea slug? Yeah, I was a little skeptical at first, but then I remembered hearing about how they're full of proteins and vitamins from this cooking show I saw a couple years ago. I thought they'd make you feel better. Why? Is there something wrong? There's too much stuff wrong to count. No, it's fine. What other stuff did you put in this? Not much else. Let's see. I put flour for thickening, coffee for a stronger flavor, orange juice for acidity, maple syrup for sweetness, and oh, I also put some sports supplement as well for extra vitamins. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Why don't you give it a taste? Well, I was thinking I should let it cool down for a bit, right? Way ahead of you. I served those plates about 10 minutes ago and have just been waiting for them to cool down. Oh, great. Go on, try it. I look down at the plate set in front of me. It's green and yellow and a bit blue too. And the texture just looks like a bunch of snot. I can see bits and pieces of roughly chopped. Are those even vegetables? They look mushy and yet hard, as if they were both overcooked and raw at the same time. I gulp many times, trying to summon up the courage to try it. I look up again at Shuichi, and I see him sitting there, smiling, his eyes almost glinting, his tail wagging uncontrollably. Oh, crap. He's super excited to cook me food, isn't he? How can I say no to that face? Shit. This is gonna be how I die, isn't it? I wonder what's going to be written on my epitaph. Here lies Shuichi Michimiya, poisoned by his best friend's soup. What an unlucky bastard. I take a spoonful of the horrendous liquid and bring it close to my face. It is a horrible assault on my nostrils from the very beginning. As soon as I put some of it in my mouth, I feel like I'm in danger of throwing up. Whether that's from my weak stomach or from how foul this concoction is, I have no idea. All I know is that I think I'm over the notion of having food. Possibly forever. It's hell. It's indescribable. It's full of nasty, slimy parts, and then there are chunky parts too, and it all feels like I'm drowning in actual slime. I'm kind of glad that I'm sick right now because I get the feeling my body is too weak to fully comprehend the actual taste of this thing. So, what do you think? My throat is burning and my eyes are watering, but I somehow managed to suppress the urge to gag. I look over to Shuichi and his wagging tail. He's just so happy that I can't bring myself to say anything. Yum! I try pretending to like it, though I'm pretty sure anyone can notice it's fake. But then again, that's what I thought all of those other times he's made me eat his food. Great, enjoy. Yeah, about that. Could you go downstairs and get me a glass of water? Sure, just a sec. As soon as he leaves the room, I open the window beside my bed and tilt both plates over it, throwing away all of their nasty contents. I then set them down on the table and close the windows again. When Shoichi comes back and sees the empty plates, he freezes on the spot. What happened to your soup? It was really good, so I couldn't help myself. I was feeling really hungry. Oh, but still, you should have paced yourself. What if this upsets your stomach again? Oh, I don't think there's any chance of that happening. Since I didn't eat it. I'm glad you liked it so much. There's a lot more downstairs. Here, I'll fill another plate for you. What? Somebody kill me already. No, I'm already full. I don't think I can eat anything else. What? But you only had 2 plates, right? That's not enough. You haven't eaten anything else since yesterday. Yeah, but my stomach's still kind of sensitive, so I don't want to overdo it. I'll just leave it for tomorrow. I suppose you're right. Why don't you have some? Hopefully he finally realizes how awful his cooking is and I'm no longer forced to be subjected to such torture. Nah, I made that especially for you. I bought some pre-packaged sandwiches for myself at the convenience store. Rats. Shoichi was sitting by the window, merrily humming as he absent-mindedly watched the night sky outside. He notices me watching him and stops what he's doing. He props his knees up onto the chair and hugs them close to his body, grinning. What you looking so hard at? I almost start getting flustered, but then I notice him giggling and immediately relax. He's only messing it with me. Someone's awfully chipper considering the day we just had. He chuckles. Maybe. I'm just reminiscing. Oh, care to tell me what you're thinking of? Shoichi hugs his knees even tighter, looking out the window again, a fond smile on his face. Remember when we were kids and I got sick? I didn't get sick often, so there aren't many times to think of. There are still a few occasions that come to mind. There was this time when both you and Hitoka got sick. There's also the time where you got sick before our championship match. Yeah, that was a bummer. But the one I'm thinking of is from when we had just started middle school. I got sick the day before one of your matches and I couldn't go cheer for you. Yeah, I remember. Back then, Shoichi and I had just started middle school. I was participating in a small tournament organized by the club I went to at the time. Shoichi's mom showed up to cheer for me and to tell me he couldn't show up because he had bronchitis. As soon as I heard, I just decided I had to finish my matches for the day as fast as I could. I played really sloppy, but it was still enough to overwhelm the other players. In the end, I managed to finish the day's matches quite ahead of schedule. I rushed to Shoichi's house without even bothering to shower just because I was so worried about him. I remember that the first thing you made me do when I came to visit was to take a shower. Well, duh. Your friend shows up to your house smelling like a sweaty armpit and dripping sweat. What do you think I'd do? Ask you to cuddle? You spent the rest of the day taking care of me. It was really nice of you. Is this why you decided to drop everything and come over here today? Nah, I would have come over regardless. For good or bad, that's just the kind of guy I am. After he says that, we remain in a comfortable silence. It's true what he said. Shoichi is the kind of person who always does anything for his friends and family. No matter what kind of sacrifices he has to make, you can always count on him to be by your side. Even though I've grown used to it by now, I have a hard time understanding it sometimes. As the clouds shift in the sky, the moon starts getting covered and the light begins to wane. As if on cue, Shuichi gets up from his chair and walks over to me. The husky gently touches the back of his hand to my forehead and neck, while also repeating the same gesture against himself, the entire time looking somewhat lost in thought. Your fever's gone down. That's good. I guess you should be all better by morning. All thanks to you, really. His hand goes from my forehead to the top of my head, and he starts stroking me softly. Slowly, whatever. While I'd usually be tempted to push his hand off, this time I feel comfortable enough to just sit there and enjoy the attention. We stay like this for a few minutes. His warm hand softly ruffling the fur on my head is soothing. I can almost drift off to sleep right then and there. Eventually, as I start to doze off while sitting upright, I feel a pat on my shoulder. It's starting to get pretty late. I think you should be fine to go to class tomorrow, so it's better if we call it a night here. Yeah, I guess so. Are you gonna head home now? Actually, I was thinking of spending the night here if that's okay with you. It's pretty late for me to be going home. Plus, I'd like to keep an eye on you for the night anyway. Sure. I've been inviting you to spend the night for a while anyway. Yeah. I guess I'll finally take you up on that offer. I'll just take a bath before I go to sleep. I also need to take a bath. The last time I did was before I left for school yesterday. It's overdue already. Oh, good. You noticed it on your own. I was worried I'd have to drag you to the bathroom and drown you in the tub. For the record, still not the worst way to die. Really? What do you think would be worse than drowning in your own tub? Eating your soup? Oh, you've set this futon for me. Thanks. It's no biggie. By the way, what are you going to do about your school uniform tomorrow? I'll just wake up a little earlier than usual and head home to fetch a clean one. Okay. If I don't wake up at the same time as you, just take the extra copy of the keys with you when you lock the door. You can give them back to me at school tomorrow. You still plan on going? Well, yeah, I feel fine. Plus, I can't miss 2 days in a row. And I need to practice. Shuichi shifts his weight around from one leg to another repeatedly, looking uncomfortable. I don't know if I like the idea of you going back to practice so soon after getting sick. Don't worry, Mom. I told you. I'm already feeling fine. The only reason I was so weak was because of dehydration. Plus, I've already missed 2 days of practice because of the fumigation debacle. True, but... fine. I don't want to be the over-dramatic or pushy. I'll just drop it. Thank you. I throw myself at my bed. I spent the entire day lying around like this. I want to actually do something. Well, if you're okay with not getting any sleep and being too tired to study tomorrow, let alone practice, you could, I don't know, and play video games all night long. Okay. What? No! I get up, walking over to him and giving him a tap on the shoulder. I have to say, you really do have some great ideas every now and then. I was joking. I don't care. I start making my way downstairs. Come back here. You've got to get some sleep. Nope. I make my way downstairs, turning on the lights in the living room, turning my game console on and flipping down onto the couch. Oh, come on. You can't be serious. Shuichi followed me downstairs, staring at the TV screen in dismay. Yuichi, come on. You need to rest. I've spent the entire day resting. I haven't done anything today, and it's only 10:45? What the hell? I don't even go to sleep at 10:45. Neither do I, but just because you're feeling better doesn't mean you are better. You still need time to recover. Shuichi, I'll be fine. 30 minutes of playing video games isn't gonna turn me into a zombie due to lack of sleep. Stop being so fussy. I'm not being fussy. Shuichi, I don't know how to tell you this, but You turn into your mother. What? No! No, 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 no. I'm nothing like my mother. She's bossy and demanding, and she fusses about every little thing. Oh, and her cooking. She's a horrible cook. She'd come up with all these nasty concoctions that she thought would make us feel better when we were sick. Oh my god. Yes? I am my mother. Shuichi sits down on the couch next to me, still gaping, massaging the sides of his head with his hands. You all right there? What? Oh, yeah. It's just that... Oh, God, I was trying so hard not to turn into my father. I didn't think something like this could happen. Hey, it's okay. I mean, so you're a little fussy, so what? That just means you always have your friends and family in mind, and that's sweet. Maybe. God, I don't even know what to say. Well, you could... Except I do. Screw this, let's play video games. He grabs the Player 2 controller and sits back down on the couch with the speed of a sprint runner. Well, that was... easy. As I navigate the menus to put on a game for the two of us to play, Shuichi pokes me on the side of my stomach, grinning. At least I'm not a bad cook like my mom. Imagine how awful that would be. So close. Whee! That was fun. I like how I can read some things very fast, and then other times I'm reading normal stuff and I'm just like stumbling a lot. Very weird. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.